Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Red Wolves and the Indiana Hoosiers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, Coach Cignetti told me right before the game, this is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go. But he has got to get off to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
All right, Holly. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Red Wolves offense will have the football first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill.
Turning it on! And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. In their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times. Defense looks as if it's coming. Dropping back, it's Hoover. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Caught, and he's got room. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Hoosiers! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. they'll run for it. It's Parker. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. He's got 99 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading. There's a little room there. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. After run, now throw. Gets open down the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Got his man on the right. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Law. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Beebe. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. On the run, it's Richard. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's 4th down. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Red Wolves come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll run out of the gun here with Parker. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Law. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Might be calling a hot route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to run it. Got the first down himself. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Worthy. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Back to pass on second down. Looking left. Got him. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Red Wolves, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I'll tell you what, I love no hesitation. I love my quarterback to make that RPO read, throw it to the right really quickly, but just got to be a little bit more accurate, maybe not rush it so much.
It's complete on the right side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Wolves! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The run inside. It's Richard. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. After one quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for space. It's Beebe. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
It's a good decision by the quarterback. The defense was blitzing, so he threw hot to his running back out on the perimeter of the field, but just a better job tackling by the defense to now set up fourth down.
Punt is in the air. No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Here comes the offense on second down. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. The ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Got his man. Still on it. Makes the catch, and he's free. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. I mean, that's going to be a safety. What in the world was he doing?
And you could see everyone on the side.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Touchdown, Red Wolves! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. A little release to the back. Maybe some room here. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The keeper on the option. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. That's reeled in. It's shot. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Still running up at 40. There he goes. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. He's piled up 76 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Parker. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's a gift to Parker.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. The Red Wolves send out the punt unit. The Hoosiers take their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season.
That ball is caught. One hand grab. And the Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nothing you can do about that. This quarterback saw the matchup he wanted, took a shot. Wasn't the perfectly thrown ball, but his guy went up and somehow snagged that with one hand.
Makes the catch. It's Beebe.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Bringing the heat. Finds his big tight end. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Pocket breaking down. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He'll set up to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And they tacked on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Direct snap. It's Parker. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Fighting Irish with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Now back to your game in Bloomington. As we take a look at some of the key stats so far, the yardage numbers and the turnover battle, it's probably safe to say the team that wins those categories is going to be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Beebe. Hard-hitting tackle. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Just a short pass to the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Hauls it in. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Turning it on. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Parker again. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Moving out to the right. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for a big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Red Wolves will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Give him 109 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. While will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Beebe. Can't get him to the ground. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. They're not into 3s. They want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Makes a catch. Touchdown, Indiana! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. On the move. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To throw, it's long. Makes the catch. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this.
Breaks into the open. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Red Wolves are in the hurry-up.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Parker. Turns on the jet. Touchdown, Red Wolves. And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The option, he'll keep it. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Trying play action. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Becker. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. They're working that left side. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The Hoosiers will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. The short hands, it's Beebe. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Maybe a crease. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. The Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's Becker. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. And the Hoosiers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Keeps it himself. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. The Hoosiers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Richard. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on 3rd down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
And I think I like the call, man. You got an opportunity to take the lead in the 4th quarter. Go for the kick. He executes it perfectly. Defense, now it's your turn. We got the lead. We got to get a stop.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They'll run for it. It's Parker. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Just going to keep it after the snap. Might have a chance. Got enough for the 1st. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Red Wolves. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. Tight end now in motion. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the left. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Morris. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. 3rd down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down and more. And he slides down and gets just enough to move those chains. The Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They move on top here on the 4th. The Hoosiers right back at them.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. And this feels like the exclamation point. The defense with a scoop and score.
Is a backbreaker for the offense. You're trying to drive down the field here in the 2nd half to keep this thing close, and you cough it up. And not just that, David, it's a defensive touchdown now, starting to blow this game open.
So starting to get some separation, and here's the thing about this defense, man. It's one thing to create turnovers and to create extra possessions. It's another thing to know what to do with it when you get it. And they scoop it, had a plan, look at them running all the way to the house and add to their lead.
The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
Rushes on him, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss. And
looking for a deep man. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. The sure hands, it's Becker. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Hauled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Quarterback keeps it. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats, and you take the rankings, and you take the records, and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And, David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports. Who's motivated for these games? So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.